I should have stopped this fight with your father. I'm stopping this one now. Don't, okay? Let me finish.
What's
I gotta prove it. Prove what?
up, guys?
I'm not a mistake. It's the what if
Stay
I can
peak.
pull off a miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms. Because it makes me just like, what if I can be that guy that people who call this and that, and now I'm speaking at Tom Ferry's event.
Pressure changes everything, pressure. Some people, you squeeze them, they focus. Others fold. Can you summon your talent at will? Can you deliver on a deadline? You will sleep at night.
David Goggins, he wrote me, be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard.
Ah, my arms are so fucking sore, but let's get going. Let's see what's going on. 1 hour structures pushing down is what's happening. 1 hour structures pushing down. The 1 hour internal is also going down. The 15-minute structure is also pushing down as well too. So let me take a look here quick.
One is a warrior.
Sorry.
And it's a true quote to life. I saw it going through training. I saw it everywhere I went. There's so many people who just show up to life that shouldn't even be around. And there's few people who do all the work. I wanted to be part of that 9, and I'm working towards being that 1. Right now in life, your family's looking for that one guy right now. They're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything.
You see that look right there? Don't ever let a man see you like that. Cause you give him the power over you. If you gotta take an L, you take it with your head up, chest out. Like a man.
Dr. Carter had a tear in his eye. I could tell he felt for me. Then he said, son, I'm sorry to say you're not gonna box again. And I looked at him. I said, no, Dr. Carter, you're wrong. I am gonna box again. He said, you don't understand what kind of man I am.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. And become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to choose.
If you had to create a human, what would you put them through to make them tough?
Come on.
It probably wouldn't be a really chill life. What would you put them through to make them patient?
I think it froze.
You wouldn't give them things immediately.
Yeah, froze on me.
But each of the traits has a price tag.
There it goes.
It's just like, do you want to pay the price tag to get the thing? And so I think if people reframed the period of life that they're going through as the price that they're paying out of their wallet, but the wallet is their time, is the seconds of life that they're trading for it, then I think more people would be willing to make the trade. Because at least when I look at myself, like when I'm 80-something years old and I'm looking back on my life, I want to have these traits. But in order to have those traits, I know I have to go through these things. And I think for me, that's given me a lot of...
So, nothing yet.
In hard times.
Everything counts. Everything that you do counts. The biggest mistake that people make is they think that only what they want to count counts. No. When you read a book, when you listen to an audio program, when you go to a course, when you go to bed early and get up early and you work, it all counts. And it's all going on the plus side of your ledger.
It's the moments in life, the decisions you make on a moment-to-moment basis that add up to be the guy or not the guy. Tonight, I did something, you know...
Excuse me.
That I feel more of a guy. For me, who I am, my guy.
Partying is weakness for the soul, my friend, so I try and avoid it.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Yep.
So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise.
Hey,
I get
no
out of
SMT.
bed, I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out. He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've never forgotten. Legends aren't defined by their successes. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures. And that's what I hope to communicate to anyone watching this.
I heard a quote one time from Vincent van Gogh that really rang true. He said, he has dedicated his life to his art, and he has lost his mind in the process. When I sat and I thought about that, it sounded very familiar. I have given every single thing, every ounce of my life to this craft, to perfecting my craft, and I continue to do so. And in the process, I have lost my mind, but in a good way, to regular society, to people who wake up at 9 a.m., who clock out at 5 p.m. They would look at me and say, I've lost my mind, but me, I have found it almost.
I've got a good question for you. Why not
you?
You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you?
Impossible is nothing to somebody that tries. Everything
What time is it?
that was impossible.
I gotta look at the 15-minute.
Yeah, there's
Oopsies, I looked at it.
that have different
No, we're not taking that.
minds and different mentality and a
But we are in this gap right there. And we're in this gap right here. Not we're getting some clear SMT there.
I can't, my consciousness don't even elevate that thought.
I'm just waiting. All right, I just got to take it easy. I got to take it slow.
It's not my nature to allow that to happen.
I just have to see what's happening.
When that happens to you, you're all f***ed up. Your goals, your ambitions, everything is out the window. In life, we all go through different things. Sometimes your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you. Guess what? Get the f over it. They no longer want you. Maybe you failed a test in school. You worked your off. Guess what? You failed the test. Get over it. Move past it. Learn to not let life hijack your brain. At work, you've been working your ass off for that new promotion. You don't get it. Someone else does. Maybe they kiss better ass than you do. Guess what? Get over it. Life will hijack your mind if you let it. Don't allow all these things to make you a lesser person. You must own your mind. Don't let life own yours. Get after it. Stay hard.
You better make sure in the next season of your life that the person who walked away from you know what they're missing. You better do something with your life. Did you look at me? You better do something so strong and so big with your life that they have to sit on the couch and say, that's the one that got by. Man, I should have just stayed in there a little bit longer. I should have been a little more patient. I should have prayed a little bit harder. Do something with your life that makes them regret turning you away and turning you over.
Going too far ahead now.
That means getting better and not bitter.
The thing I would say is, when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use.
And George Foreman admits that he gave Muhammad Ali everything he had
And Muhammad Ali grabbed him and pulled him to him. Old man hadn't fought in years, hurt. And Muhammad Ali pulled him to him and said, "Is that all you got?" And George Foreman said when he heard the words, "Is that all you got?" it penetrated his spirit. And said, "I done gave my man everything I got. I can't see him to knock him down." And Muhammad Ali said when he said that to him, he looked into the pupils of his eyes, and he said at that point he knew George Foreman had lost.
You know, basketball for me was the most important thing. So everything I saw, whether it was TV shows, whether it was books I read, people I talked to, everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library.
Jeez, buddy. Fucking.
The world becomes your library to help you improve your craft, better your craft.
Yes, indeed.
So because you know what you want, the world's giving you exactly the information you need to become better at it.
Because you know what you're looking for.
You on that winter arc? I go, I'm on that 365. It's not an arc. It's a circle. It's a circle that keeps going around and round and round. Winter, spring, summer, fall.
Oh.
Enough to stay motivated. 365 arc. Do a circle. Stay hard.
Yes. Go back down there. Tag it. Tag it. Okay, it tagged it.
It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're going to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out. Or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because you don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a day where push comes to shove. Where being mediocre, being like average and just burns it so much. You can't deal with it one more day. And you get off your and you create something that's always been there. It's always been inside of you trying to come out. But you've never wanted to unwrap it because it's too much pain and commitment. You were scared you were going to fail. You were scared if you started, you never finish it. You didn't want to tell anyone about it. You knew it was there, but you never wanted to embark on it. Until something hits. You get fired or somebody else gets success, remind you of what you could have been.
It's coming down to this order block. Is it going to react to that order block? Well, it touched the 50% right there. And we get a push up. That's nuts.
No matter what's going to happen to you. And when it does happen to you, thank your lucky stars that finally you're alive. It's time to unwrap the potential you can be. Superior, man. It's within you. It's within every single one of us. And the people that have risen to that level were no different than any one of us. It's just they believed it and they're willing to work their to get it. It wasn't about the potential. It wasn't about the genetics. It wasn't about the perseverance. And it wasn't about being the hardest worker in the room.
Sometimes you have to go beyond what you're feeling. You know, okay, this hurts, that hurts. We can just sit down and do nothing. Or we can see how far we can push the human body.
The highest level winners do what?
Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. Think about every single one of them. Think about it.
Really nice.
Your feelings keep you in bed. Your mind tells you, get up. Every single day, your mind is one that tells you, get up. And your feelings like, hey,
big order block.
Don't worry about it.
Look at how massive this area is.
Is it running? Is it sparring? Or
central part is
Do you know what?
the nightclubs and the parties and the girls.
MNQ doesn't go down that low.
And being in the bed by yourself at 9 o'clock.
That's crazy. No trade for Monday.
If you can get by that, you'll make it. No, that's the truth. Now, I tell you the truth.
Man, if I want to be good, I gotta wake up in the morning and I gotta do the extra work. And I gotta show up when other guys aren't. And I've gotta learn. I've gotta continue to be open to learning.
Price go up from there? Yeah, it does. Price goes up from there. but usually it stops me out right at pretty much market close. It stops me out, but it looks like it did react to that little order block right there. So that's pretty nice.
Get serious.
Oh, okay.
To get serious, you don't have to be grim, but you must be serious. To go from average to fortune, you must get serious. Designing
Look at our 1 hour.
the next 10 years is so vitally important. What do you want to do?
I am in fucking pain right now, dude. This hurts.
What would you like to share? How much would you like to earn?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down a bit.
How far would you like to go? Those are some major questions to ask. Personal development is striving hard to become the kind of person that you want to be. And to become the kind of person you want to be, you've got to work at it. 10 years from now, you will surely become someone. The big question is, who? What are you becoming? And if you go to work on it now, sure enough, in a very short period of time, you can take on a new direction to become the kind of person you want to be.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
Is there any limit to your ambition?
No.
Or any limit to what you think you can achieve?
No. Because I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I could do anything.
Let me leave you with some words from Muhammad Ali. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in a world that they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare.
Two forms of pain. Pain that breaks you. And
So what time is this? Where's the pen at? There it is.
That's the pain of progress.
This would have been October 20th.
It's later in life knowing you could have been more. And all that's left is you and the mirror and tears of a possibility left.
Oh.
That you allow to die. Own your life, guys. You had every opportunity. There's no excuse not to be the hardest worker in the room. In all your endeavors, schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationship, your name's attached to it. It's gotta mean more than anything.
Yeah, I go to sleep, I wake up, I work, go to sleep, wake up, work, do that 7 days a week.
Yeah, I don't quit. You know, I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more. It means you study it more. And whenever I fail at something, people always say, man, how do you handle failure, man? But I don't look at failure as failure. I look at failure as your first, second, third, fourth, fifth attempt. I look at them as attempts. I don't look at anything as failure. Not trying is failure.
I will never quit, because if you quit, you're done. You may still be alive walking around on this earth. You're done. I will never quit. I will persevere and I will thrive on adversity. My team expects me to be physically harder and mentally stronger than our opponents. I hold myself to that standard.
People don't see that. People will never understand that. To be success, you know, all they think about, well, he batted 202, you know, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. You know, but the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, you know. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
The unfulfilled potential is the story of most people's lives.
It is. It is. And it could have been the story of mine. And I tell a lot of people go, what's your biggest fear in life? And my biggest fear, honestly, was, that's not me, man. And God looks at me and says, that's who you were supposed to be.
I was going to work that hard every single day so that when I do retire, I have no regrets. And that
was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, you know, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but you know, if you live your life to just get better every single day, you do that for 20 years, I mean, what do you have?
My personal goal is to squeeze every ounce of potential out of whatever I have. And I think that if you feel like you have potential left over, then it will eat you alive until you do something about it. Almost every successful person that I have ever encountered has gone through not a
Dude, quit being so slow. What the fuck is wrong with you, computer?
work without reward, where they have to do things that other people find boring, and they have to sacrifice things that everyone finds interesting, that most people want to do during that entire season of their life. And they basically sacrifice a season of other things that they would prefer to do stuff that they would not prefer to do because of the one thing they want most.
Why? We all ask why we should work this hard. Why take that many classes? Why go to school that many years? You know, why take the notes? Why read the books? Why work that hard? Why put yourself through the push-ups and the disciplines? Why? Good question, why? Best answer to why, I think, is the second question. Why not? Why not see how many books you can read?
You know what's really crazy?
How many skills you can develop?
Is
why not see how valuable you can become to the marketplace and to your friends and to your family? Why not see what you think of yourself? Why not see how far you can go, how much you can see,
so
how much you can earn, how much you can share?
with the 1 hour, okay, so this is what I do with the 1 hour, right? With the 1 hour, once we break structure on the 1 hour, well, then obviously we're creating new internals, right? And then that's where the 15-minute comes into place, because it tells us, right? Why is it that when a 1 hour internal happens, why do I treat the 15-minute internal differently? Like, I just follow the 15-minute is what I do, and then changing the state of delivery, and then I follow. So instead of doing this, right? So internal, break the structure top, start the structure over again, and do the 15-minute internal inside of that. Why would I change it? Because look, we ended up getting a sweep down here at the bottom, right? And this would have been break a structure, changing the state of delivery. This would have been a break a structure, changing the state of delivery towards the top. So then this area down here would have gone into discount. Then break a structure towards the top, price comes down, break a structure towards the top, internal structure broken on the 1 hour. Now do it again, right? So high, low, changing the state of delivery. Oh my gosh, computer, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the fucking dick, you stupid fucking cunt. Work faster.
And you are analyzing your own behavior. Do what you would want to do so that your kids one day would look back at it and see that documentary.
Because why would I treat it differently? This is 11:45.
I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who his life up and then gets it back together again story.
Whoever's listening to this, if you wrote a book right now about your life,
This is 10:45. Where's 11:45? There's no gap on 11:45. But on M&Q there is. Come on, come on, come on.
You'll have a better understanding of yourself. You'll have a better understanding of your purpose.
Yeah, dude, I might restart my computer here quick. This is, or let me close this, man. Damn. That was so slow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Without the bad days, the story would be way more lame. There would be no glory in overcoming anything, because what did you overcome?
It happens like this. You work,
Replay
nothing happens.
would have been on
You watch some people fall off.
this day right here.
It's hard, difficult, and lonely. You work. Still nothing happens.
Refresh.
For the people that persist and last the test of time, that overcome overcome the adversity, that continue to do the personal development work.
Okay, there it is. So break a structure. We're inside of this gap, right? Comes close to the 50%. That's MES. What about MNQ? Right here.
I'm not talented enough. Some people are. Some people can start.
But there's an FEG right here.
If you lack talent, you can't sit back and say, I'll start in half an hour. I can't do that. I gotta start now. And then after I get back from starting, I gotta start again. And then when I get done with that run or that study session, if it wasn't good enough, I gotta go back again. So you can honestly outwork anything.
I never looked at things as problems. I look at them as opportunities. Maybe that's something I can say. You know, someone.
Okay, so it's coming down. It's coming down. What time is it? Yeah, it's okay. It's 6 minutes. Where's it gonna go? And then let's look at MES. Yeah, maybe no trade there.
The world is your oyster.
World is your oyster.
So basically, life is like a game.
Next 15 minutes.
Play the game the way you want to play.
Rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by.
Next 15 minutes.
There are a lot of answers that I don't have.
Time's it.
Even questions.
12:15. Next 15 minutes. Next 15 minutes. Now it's 12:45. There we go. Let me look at the 1 hour here quick. On the 1 hour, it reacted to this bottom right down here. On the 1 hour. Oh, would you look at that? We got a 1 hour internal, but ouch. Ouch. Let me close this here quick.
This is yours. You're the captain. You're the master. You're the foreman. You're the general. You're the head. Don't give control of this to nobody.
I dare you to stop f***ing around and dedicate the next 6 months of your life exclusively to your goals and your goals only. Don't announce it to anyone. Don't tell people on Instagram about it. Don't tell anybody. Just disappear, do the work, and reemerge in 6 months a different person.
It's 1 a.m. I'm going for my third workout. Do I want to go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'd rather.
We're not going to get a trade for Tuesday either. That's nuts. So no trade for fucking Tuesday either. That's crazy.
To be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime.
The winners always show up. They're willing to lose.
Ouch.
Big mental thing there, guys.
Okay, let me close this. Let me close this because we don't have a single fucking trade right now. So no trade for Tuesday. I am completely fine with that.
You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible. If you face your fears, guys, you will realize it's not that big. And once you face it, you go, oh my God, man, I spent all this time running from it. It was so small. If I just faced it, my God, not only did I face it, I beat it back. Energy's never lost, transfer. That negative energy.
Sweep of a bottom, of course. I need it to break structure towards the bottom side. Low, high, low. Yeah, let's take a look here quick.
There's no perfect way to live your 20s.
Low, oh, this is our high. This is our low, this is our high, this is our low.
30-year-old. You just have to figure out which you'd rather be, accept the trade-offs, and know that there are no do-overs.
Those times when you get
There we go.
early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
all this pain right now, all worthwhile. The thing about pain is, like, you feel it right now, it's temporary, man. But later in life, you don't remember the pain. You just remember, like, the glory and the good time. I was going through West Point, you know, in Ranger School. Man, there was some really dark hours, dark days, and dark years in my life, man. But looking back on it, I mean, I just remember the good people and the good times. I don't remember all those, you know, times where I was just so done and worn out. I don't remember that. I just remember that I made it through it. You know, and that exhilaration of pride and achievement, man, that outweighs all the pain and struggle, you know, and that sweat equity to get there. It really does, as long as you get there. That's why when they say pain is temporary, pride's forever, that's what they're talking about. Because if you push through the pain to achieve the pride, you forget about the pain was ever even there. But if you can't push through the pain and the pain stops you and breaks you down, well, then that pain is forever. Because you never got pride to outbalance it, man. Going through this, man, you start feeling the pain. It's all good, man. Welcome it. Welcome it, man. But right past pain, it's forever pride, man.
If you've got 1,000 people now to take with you,
to become a millionaire.
if you want to be wealthy and happy the rest of your life, just learn this lesson well.
In the present tense. So that keeps you on the frequency.
Come on.
That frequency then
There you go.
I just realized that if you say it to yourself and you look yourself in the eye and look yourself in the mirror and truly believe that not a man alive can beat you,
Give me a sec.
that is the way it is.
How to get whatever you want. Here's what it says if you're ready. It says, ask.
I was blind, but now I see.
It's not about deserve. It's about what you believe.
Energy flows where attention goes.
Most of the limitations we have do not exist in reality. They exist only in your own mind. And one of the starting points of great achievement is to start questioning those self-limiting beliefs and throw them off and act as if they did not exist.
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions. Do you know what's there? Waiting beyond that beach. Immortality. Take it. It's yours.
Do not try and bend
Okay.
the spoon.
15 moves again.
Possible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself.
You can begin right now to feel healthy. You can begin to feel prosperous. You can begin to feel the love that's surrounding you, even if it's not there. And what will happen is the universe will correspond to the nature of your song. The universe will correspond to the nature of that inner feeling and manifest, because that's the way you feel.
Whatever you want to do, believe it, believe it, believe it, even if you don't believe. Play the game of belief. It's not about the future. Oh, I'm going to do something next year. It doesn't exist. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Next hour does not exist. It's all potential. But what we can do is drag the time into the present, now, into the solar plexus. Act as if you believe. That is power, and it will happen. Believe you me, it's worked in my life, it will work in yours.
I just kept the faith. I kept believing. I kept asking. I kept wanting. God got great life for you, man. but you're going to have to ask for it. And when you ask for it, you're going to have to believe it. After you believe it, you got to put your work in.
The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it.
No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else.
As a man thinketh, you have the power to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. Don't underestimate yourself. You don't know enough about yourself to become a cynic. And so you've got to challenge yourself to access that power that you have within you. You're more than a conqueror.
Wherever focus goes, energy flows. But when you focus on something continuously, something magical happens. You get insights, don't you? You overhear a conversation, you hear something you wouldn't have heard if you didn't have that outcome or goal that you wanted so badly.
A man is literally what he thinks. His character is the complete sum of all his thoughts. Men do not attract that which they want, but that which they are. As he thinks, so he is. As he continues to think, so he remains.
I have no limits. There is nothing bigger than myself. My soul is not contained within the limits of my body. My body is contained within the limitlessness of my soul. One unified field.
All that matters is how you see yourself. If you see yourself,
Better turn that down.
you see yourself with all the belts and all everything, and no matter what no one else says, as long as you see that and really believe in it, then that's what's going to happen. You're against yourself. I believe in myself so much that nothing is going to stop me.
Here's the big challenge of life. You can have more than you've got because you
Come on.
can you are. That's the challenge. And of course, the other side of the coin reads, unless you change how you are, you'll always have what you got.
Sit down, decide what you want, write it on a card, carry the card in your pocket, and read it as often as possible every day. I found if you write a lie on a card and you read it often enough, you're going to start to believe it. And you know,
This is gone.
William James, back around the turn of the century, he said, believe, and your belief will actually create the fact. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past. You may not have a colorful background, and maybe you have. You may not have a lot of formal education, and maybe you have. But it really doesn't matter. If you've got a goal and you're willing to stick to it and study the laws, you're going to find out that you can win.
Ask with faith. That's the childish part of the equation. Believe you can get what you want like a child. Not an adult. Adults are too skeptical. So the formula really reads, make plans like an adult and believe in them like a child.
Most people don't use their imagination constructively. Most
people
use their imagination destructively. They imagine what they don't want. We've got to consciously and deliberately imagine what we do want. If we will take and sit down with a pen and ask ourselves, what do I really want? What do I really want? And write it down. And then make a written description of it in the present tense. Writing causes thinking. Thinking creates an image. And you get these images going, you're building a vision in your mind.
I'm here to plant a seed today. A seed that will inspire you to move forward in life with enthusiastic hearts and a clear sense of wholeness.
That's nuts.
The question is, will that seed have a chance to take root?
Ask with intelligence. It didn't say ask intelligently, but I'm sure it meant that. Don't mumble. You don't get anything by mumbling. Be clear. Be specific. Intelligent.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go trade today.
How soon? When? What size? What
Yeah, that blows.
Define what you want and describe
Okay, let's fast forward again. Damn.
In the weekend seminar we teach, goals become like a magnet. They pull you that direction, and the better you describe them, the more they pull.
Let me tell you something about life and the
Let's look at the fucking 1 hour again.
You don't get what you wish for. You get what
Okay, I gotta fix this. Give me a sec. Okay, let's take a look. Change a character towards the bottom, break a structure top, Changing the state of delivery, break a structure top, break a structure top. So on the 1 hour internal, we're uptrending. Okay. What about the 15-minute chart? Break a structure.
Everything in this room was once a thought. There is nothing that was not once a thought in someone's mind somewhere. But if you want to really play tricks with the universe,
Let's take a look at this one.
with the stuff of life itself, reverse the
So
thought, word, deed paradigm. Turn it
on the 1 hour internal, break a structure top. Gosh, there's so much fucking internal on top of internal. And I don't like this internal. This internal's stupid.
and give a single to each of 5 people who have even less than you do. And by the way, you will find those people very easily.
Before you go to sleep every night, visualize yourself being, doing, and having the good which you desire. Because while you are asleep, your conscious mind is in abeyance for a longer period of time than at any other period in your daily life. And when you impress the subconscious just before going
Let's take a look. Break structure top, changing the state of delivery. Change stop, break a structure stop, change structure. No, that wouldn't work. That would not work. So let's take a look at this. So let me see how this will work out here. So this is internal 15-minute structure right there. Right there. So price is going up. But there's nothing it's reacting to. You, on the other hand, price is moving fucking down.
Waiting, but it's not coming to meet your excuses. It's coming to meet your effort.
So let's take a peek.
Dream big, speak bold, and move like the universe is watching, because it is.
Because here again, when you learn how to believe correctly about yourself and to know what you are entitled to, it just comes to you automatically.
Asking starts a unique process, mental and emotional. I don't even know how it works. All I know is it works. It's like pushing a button and all this machinery starts working. I don't know how.
So price starts moving up now. Let's mark this out.
Visualize it, but also feel it. Like feel yourself there. Close your eyes, smile to yourself, and feel yourself
Oh, there it is.
there. And believe me when
Right
I say
here.
you can manifest that. I know you think I'm crazy, but it's
For that, let me look at MNQ.
telling you it's the joke in life.
Let me look in here.
You can't go to places physically until you
No SMT. Actually, we did get SMT. We got SMT right here. But the move already happened. That's fucking incredible. And because I fast forwarded, that's fucking phenomenal. So SMT, I'm gonna take a photo of this quick. SMT buy side, market structure shift, we got a gap. So then you go 50% of the last consecutive candles going up, which is an order block. Then you go for sell, then you hit limit. And technically, yeah, I might as well do that. See right there, see if it even hits it. It does. Stop loss right above it. 230, let's target 460. Let's see if it even goes down that low. And if it does, I'm going to look at MES here in just a sec. Does it go down? Yep, it goes down that low. Okay. So that's based off of this internal structure inside of the 1 hour internal. But it's a lot of internal. I think these last 2 weeks here of just pure fucking internal structure is just over fucking complicated. And maybe I am over complicating it, who knows, but let's take a look there. So that would have worked out. I got to take a photo of this here quick. Give me a sec. Let me close this.
Goals written and stated in this way activate the laws of expectation and the law of attraction. Well, they have to believe in themselves. You see, I don't teach people to believe in a God in the sky.
So now let's see. 15-minute figure save right there. So now let's see if MES will do the same now. Because we're going inside it close to this 50% structure right here. So let's see if it'll do it here as well too. So let's click on the 1 minute. Let's fast forward a little slow. Okay, there's that. Well, there's our SMT right there. Now we would need a market structure shift. And then let me look at, it's close to the 50%. Yeah, I'd hit that if it fucking changes character. And now let's stop. SMT might break. And it keeps going lower. That's okay. That's okay. Let's keep going forward.
How do you do that? You do that by intellectually and emotionally staying in the vibration of the good that you desire.
So there's SMT there, but that's not the SMT that I want.
Keeps you on the frequency, and that frequency then dictates what you're going to attract. You can only attract to you what's in harmonious vibration with you.
And then we get that push up.
Everything you could ever ask for, you could ever have now, or ever ask for in the future, you already have right now. You already have all of it. You simply are not experiencing it. Because everything that has ever happened,
it did react off of that. That's fucking nuts.
is happening right now.
I wonder if that's what I should do.
Merely to reach into the sea of infinite possibilities and call forth the reality you choose.
Let's keep fast forwarding.
Experience. And you do this, you call forth from the sea of infinite possibilities the reality you choose to now experience through 3 devices mainly: thought, word, and action.
Go low, go down, go back down.
Give me what I need today
No,
to
it's
survive.
leaving.
You will have a struggle acquiring
That's
what you
dope.
need today to survive, because the statement comes from a deep underlying thought that you do not now have that, or you wouldn't be asking for it.
Can you teach your body emotionally what that future is going to feel like before it happens? And when you begin to fall into the present moment and marry those intentions with an elevated emotion, your body is believing it's living in that future reality in the present moment, and you're changing your biology from living in your past present reality to living in your future present reality. And your job then is to be able to maintain that modified state of mind and body your entire day. And if you can, get ready, because something unusual is going to happen in your life. It's the law.
I'm going to have to upset you a bit right here. You are not going to get anywhere in life, spiritually or otherwise, until you come to that point where you don't give a damn what people think about you.
You must assume that you already are what you want
Nice.
to be, and then live by faith in this assumption. You don't need evidence of your senses. You have a tendency to believe that what your eyes and ears tell you is reality. But this is what we know by our senses. You know, it's like a millionth of a millimeter. And all that is unknown is in the invisible, in the imagination. You'll see it when you believe it, not the other way around. People will say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. It doesn't work that way. You'll see it when inside you have a knowing. And most of our attention is focused on, this is my beliefs and my disbeliefs about what is possible and what isn't possible are here. And it's an endless universe.
Your personality creates your personal reality. That's it. That is it. And your personality is made of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. So keep thinking the same way, keep acting the same way, keep feeling the same way. Your personality is the same, and your personal reality would be the same as well. If you wanted to change your personal reality, you would have to change your personality. You catch yourself complaining and blaming and making excuses and feeling sorry for yourself, and that's been your unconscious program. Then the moment you become conscious of those unconscious behaviors, you're out of the program. The act of becoming so conscious that you don't go unconscious is a changing of consciousness. To become so conscious of your unconscious self, to know thyself so well that you don't default back to that old personality.
I didn't mind working hard on my job, but things didn't seem to change that much. Then I started working hard on myself to qualify. So let me put it in a philosophical phrase now. This is worth the price of whatever it costs for you to be here today. Here it is. Success is something you attract. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by becoming attractive. Here's what we teach in leadership. To attract attractive people, you must be attractive. And the whole scope of this we call now personal development. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. If you can multiply your value by 3, by 5, you can easily multiply your income by 3, by 5, by 10. But the key to doing it is to work hard on yourself.
For 21 days, I want you to keep your mind on what you want and keep it off of what you don't want. Keep your conversation on what you want. Keep your conversation off of what you don't want. Keep your dreams, your imagination, your thoughts, your feelings, everything in your environment consistent with what you desire, and keep it off of what you don't want. Now, why do we pick 21 days? Well, a very good reason. See, it takes 21 days for a chicken that has a brain the size of a pea to sit patiently, calmly, faithfully on an egg to hatch the egg. Now, we feel that if a chicken with a little brain like that can sit on an egg for 21 days without seeing any change, just in faith, then we could probably ask adults who have brains that are the size of 3 pounds, that have 12 to 20 billion cells, and have the capacity to remember and retain all the knowledge known to man, if their brain could be tapped, we ask them to keep at it for 21 days. If you will go on a positive mental attitude diet for 21 days, keep your mind on it, the goal is to become what we call a purely positive person.
What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create.
I'm able to visualize and dream like nobody's business. And I know that I can create a vision that many people can't, and I work for it.
Let's say how to make something manifest that you want. If this is the case, then for me, starting very easily again, it starts with the smallest area inside of yourself. It starts with the smallest aspect. Let's just take it as the world of thoughts. But the world of thoughts is not graspable. The only one who knows about it is yourself. So wanting to manifest something is now the question, how can you start expressing what you feel deep inside of yourself in such a way that the world of forms start to mirror it.
That by starting off every day with this simple little exercise and saying to himself, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. That this little exercise changed his whole attitude, that he went through the whole day with the attitude of somebody with a confident self-expectancy, that everything that happened during the course of the day, he thought, maybe this is something wonderful that's going to happen to me. And you know that if you will do this, if you will say before you go to sleep, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me tomorrow. And if you'll say when you get up in the morning, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. And if all day long you say, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me, you'll find that as you go to sleep the next night, and try this today, it's a very powerful exercise. It sounds a little bit corny, but it's a very powerful exercise. If you'll try it, you'll find that when you go to sleep, you will not be able to think of all the wonderful things that happen to you. You'll just be surprised that your parking spaces will open up and friends will call and you'll get checks in the mail. Just your life will be a series of really positive, happy experiences.
Listen, this is to anybody who's watching this. Subscribe to Inspired by Florian. Period.
If you've got 1,000 people now to take with you to the company and say, all 1,000 of us will not work unless we get $6, now you might have a chance. The philosophy of demand only works by collective bargaining. So you can't get rich by demand. Here it is, the philosophy of performance. I will perform so well that the company would easily be justified in paying me $6. These are philosophies to follow. Your income is determined primarily by your philosophy.
You don't have to be
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you.
If I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I can do anything.
There's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different can happen. Honestly, as I can say it to you, I truly believe that I could be the president if I wanted to.
400 trillion to 1. When you understand that math, how can't you live your life? That's how rare it is to be a human being. You've been given this ridiculous triple miracle. Like you're literally more likely to win the lotto 10 times in your life than actually have a life. I'm asking you, I'm promising you, please take this swing. You've got one at bat, 400 trillion to 1. Please do something about it.
Guys, one day, you gotta graduate life. You can't always be the pupil, you gotta be the master. You gotta be the guy that's creating the material for others to try to study from. Mentally, you must believe it before you physically start it. Stop sitting back saying, yeah, man, that'd be cool, I wanna be this, I wanna be that. Grab your fucking nuts and be it.
You know what's crazy? You know you could be the one if you really wanted to, right? You know that, right? But see, you keep playing the what if game. What if it don't work out this? What if it don't work out that? What if it do? What if it do work out? Then what? You gonna be happy, right? You can't say you want to win, but then you scared to lose. What kind of sense does that make? If you put your head down and lock in on the vision, how could you not win? Only thing that's gonna cause you to lose is your mentality. But that's between you and you, though.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want?
It's not a bad thing to be unique. It's not a bad thing to be different. It's not a bad thing to be comfortable with yourself, regardless of what everybody else around you is doing.
You are a phenomenon. You are unique. Your DNA has never occurred in the history of the universe. It will never occur in the future. You are one of a kind. So that is your source of power. To waste that is just the worst thing you can do in your life. And what the power is finding that uniqueness.
Anything in life that you put your mind to, you can do. The world is your oyster. That's all I tell people. It's this and it's heaven. While you're on earth, you got to take advantage of this. And that doesn't mean for everybody to be a rapper, for everybody to be a producer. Do what you do to the fullest and live your life.
Find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial for young people. Everybody thinks they're a loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was at. I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning.
They say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans.
You are going to have to jump. You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you are waking up thinking that there's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump.
Everybody has that voice in their head that says, hey, could you really do this? If you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you could do this, then follow that voice.
When you ask me, like, why do you do it? It's because there's a possibility that you can, and that's enough. Like, I think I can do this, and so why would I not? If I know I can be something, then that's what's moving me. Just the sheer point that I might be able to do it.
Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can mold it. The minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will pop out the other side, that's maybe the most important thing.
And the other thing that's so interesting about being alive is that you're all in. No matter what you do, you're all in. This is going to kill you. So I think you might as well play the most magnificent game you can while you're waiting. Because do you have anything better to do? Really? Why not pick the best thing possible that you could do?
Don't be afraid to dream big. You know, the saying is, if your dreams don't scare you to death, they're not big enough. Your dream needs to be bigger than you are right now. And you will only succeed to the level of your dreams.
One time my mom said, you need to get a job. I said, I already have a job. I'm just not getting paid yet. I'm working on my dream. That's my job. If I'm gonna pay attention to my nightmare, I should be able to work on my dream. Well, one of them is gonna take my energy. I would rather give my energy to my dream than my nightmare.
If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
And that's where delusion comes in, because delusion is only delusional when you don't accomplish the goals of making your delusions a reality. Right. That's when it's delusional. To allow those delusions to be the reality of your assessment.
It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work. You gotta believe the delusion, because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? And then once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it. Now your delusion becomes, oh, he was a genius.
The world belongs to optimists, because if you're going to do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will.
The cynics get to be right, and the optimists get to be rich.
Before you can ever reach anything, you have to believe it. You don't just mistakenly become great at something. You probably at one time or another, believe that you can be great at that. And then you work to get great at that, and you reach that greatness. But you don't mistakenly become great. Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody, because you're going to be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive where people are like, what the
Ouch.
I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. You are never.
Ouch. My arms hurt.
I'm so glad you don't.
Oh.
Just figured that why go to a tournament if you're not going there to try and win?
Okay.
There's really no point.
I want to redo October 13th through the 20th, and I just want to test something out. And I'm just going to see if I'm overcomplicating it or not. Okay, that's all I'm going to see, okay? So, let's go back.
I don't care what the people thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best.
If you don't have
Right here.
that you're the best ever,
Let's look at the 1 hour.
and that's been my mindset since I
Okay, so let's see here quick.
as long as I can remember anything, that I am the best ever at what I do. And every day that I step on the basketball floor, I will strive to be that. But my mindset will always be as such.
Gee.
The best. And that'll give me a shot.
Ouch.
Probably don't want to be normal, because if you take what normal means and put it across
Ouch. Fucking shit. Why do my muscles hurt so much?
You're gonna not really achieve anything that you want. Like, that's normal. And so it makes sense that you would be the odd man out, because most people live that life. And so, like, that was something that gave me a lot of permission.
I must have really fucked them up, dude. I wasn't even trying to. It's just been a while since I've worked out. I went hard for sure. I mean, I have to go hard. Fucking.
Get along, be average. Lots of people think that way. That's normal. It's special to get somebody to be the best that they can be, to understand the work ethic and how important it is to earn it, and you reap what you sow. That's not normal.
Oh, that feels a little better. Maybe I just had to rub my elbows. Jeez.
Normality is what weak people I call it that.
Time is at 8:30. I dumped my orange juice. I forgot to chug it.
I'm capable of more.
their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
Courage is the key to life itself. There are a lot of people who are born in situations where they say, well, I'll never get out of this. So they won't. I say to people who say, well, I would like to have done so and so and so. So well, you could have done it. So, well, I couldn't get out of here. Man, the bus runs every day.
I really want to say to children out there and to people.
Let's test this out. So,
Are both usually right.
If you decide to be rich today, who gonna stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you gotta do is start. Why not? Who gonna stop you? Unless you tell it to the wrong person.
If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want.
I've been listening to laughter all my career.
Yeah.
I've been listening to them laugh my whole career. But an Irishman win a Cage Warriors world title? Hell no. You serious? An Irishman? An Irishman win a fight in the UFC? Hell no. Laughs all around. Okay, you gotta win. Now he wants to win a world title? Hell no, he's all talk, he's all hype, he's a joke. Laughter all around at the Joker.
Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There he goes. Okay, so high, low. And let's take a look at our 15-minute. Because that's all we have for right now. Is we have a high, we have a low. We have a break of structure towards the top, internal top. Internal top, this is a change in the state of delivery towards the bottom. Internal bottom. Okay, right, yep. So, let's wait. You're in 15. Excuse me.
That's perfectly fine with me, but I'm gonna do it. Nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. Nobody's gonna come and celebrate with you until you've already done it. All right? The work is going to come before the belief, which means you're gonna have to work for a long time by yourself with no applause, with no awards, with nobody telling you good job. And then
of course.
you start to build something and people start to see the momentum and they start to see the result.
Of course you would do that. Why wouldn't you, huh?
And that's what's painful.
Is here quick.
It takes more effort to start at the beginning.
1 hour.
People are right about the fact they're like, hey,
We didn't get a single fucking trade in for.
But they're only measuring on months, and at 6 months you're also not gonna have hit it big yet. And they're gonna be like, I'm still fucking right. And at a year, you're still not gonna have hit it big, and they'll still be fucking right. And every day that you haven't hit it, they're gonna feel like they were right. But they're wrong. Because they're measuring in days and you're measuring in decades.
So let them all talk shit, let them all make their noise, because at the end of the day, you are the only one who has the guts. We have the guts to go to work and show up every single day in.
It goes.
Hardest workers in the room. It's not just some cool saying that we say or a cool hashtag. It's a lifestyle, and it comes from in here. It's how we eat.
Never stop fighting. No matter what anyone says, no matter how they try to compromise you, compromise your vision. If it's in your gut, if it's in your soul, there's no worldly possessions that should come between you and your expression. Human beings, we're a blip in existence. Death is promised. So what do you do with your life? How do you make the most of it? How do you make your voice the loudest?
I thought it was impossible. You know, everyone would tell me it was impossible. Like, I came from one printed t-shirt in New York City, and I was like, one day I'm gonna figure it out. Rule number 1 is people will tell you that it's stressful, you don't want to do it, and don't believe that. That's not true. You know, that's the older generation scaring you to think that you'd rather just be in your small atelier and let's be honest, it's fun. You think of an idea and it's possible.
Focus on your light.
be creative. None of this matters if you're not doing something that is really interesting and striking. Focus on that. If you're really talented, somebody will find you, somebody will get behind you. It's really your time. It's your time, like nothing is stopping you. Nothing.
I had this fire that I'm going to be somebody. And it has to be there because on all those bad days and all those days you don't want to do, you have to be your own motivator, your own coach, your own trainer, your own everything. So to do that, you have to come into work ready to go. You may have failed miserably yesterday. People are like, man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you this damn motivated? Because this is what it takes.
The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain. This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you had. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena? When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. Behind every fear is a person you want to be.
Everything is hard before it's easy. And everything at the beginning is difficult, but later it becomes easy and automatic. You have to force yourself to discipline yourself at the beginning, but after that, it becomes easier, and you actually feel happy.
People don't see that. People will never understand that. To be success, you know, all they think about, well, he batted 202, you know, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. You know, but the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, you know. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
I wanted to feel something besides defeat. I wanted to just go the distance. I was the 36th African American SEAL in history. So I was like, man, what story would it be if my fat, dumb, insecure? You wake up, right to work. Immediate your mind.
If you want to be wealthy and happy the rest of your life, just learn this lesson well. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. I have found in my experience that income does not far exceed personal development. Now, sometimes income takes a lucky jump, but sure enough, unless you grow out where it is, it'll usually come back where you are. Life has strange ways. If somebody hands you $1 million, best you become a millionaire quickly.
So you get to keep the money.
Otherwise, sure enough, it'll disappear. Somebody once said, if you took all the money in the world, divided it up equally among everybody.
Oh, I wish I had an hour structure here, because it's a high, high, high. Doesn't cause a low, it just continues going higher. So that kind of sucks there, which means it's still going off of the 15-minute structure. So I should do a change in the state of delivery right here for this. So this is internal bottom, changing the state of delivery, internal bottom. And then right here, break a structure towards the bottom. Do the state of delivery towards the top.
To change your life, really, you need ideas.
Okay.
There isn't anything an idea can't change. And Schof taught me the major problem is lack of
So,
not a problem.
price is moving up right now. And we get this little bad boy. Right here, 15-minute FEG. This is on the internal of the internal hour. because I am testing something out and I want to see how well that internal hour works out. So for Tuesday, we get a tap in on there, but not a tap in there. So now I need to see a market structure shift with a gap, market structure shift with a gap right there. So that would be my order block right here. And let's go 50%. We're going to go buy. We're going to go limit. We're going to go 50%. We're going to put buy. And it tags me in. And obviously 288, which would be 500. 816. It's not going to make it go there. 816. Right there.
Now, if you're curious, let me give you 3 ways to find out how to change anything.
Yeah. So there's that. So let me take a photo of this, which is 15-minute.
Number 1 is to read. All of the successful people I know and work with around the world, they're all good readers. Curiosity drives them to read. They gotta know. They just read.
Which is right there.
Standard education will get you standard results. And you can check those numbers and see if that's what you want. But if you want to go beyond that, you now got to
take a photo of that.
One way to learn is from your own experiences, but another way to learn is from other people's experiences. See, one book might save you 5 years if you read.
Okay, there's that. So let's close it. So this would be on Tuesday, because we didn't get a trade on Monday. And that was 570. It was 286. And that would be 580. 580.
Something challenging, something inspirational, something instructional. At least 30 minutes a day. Become a good reader. Now that's my opinion. Listen to the other lecturers and listen to and make up your own mind. Don't be a follower. Be a student. Here's the second way to find out how to change your life.
575? I don't remember.
Get around successful people and listen. Now you can also learn from unsuccessful people. Take notes on both. Negative and positive. Find out what poor people read and don't read it. Right? That's good information.
Okay, so let's move on to the next 15 minutes. I'm going to speed run this because I need to test something out. And I need to see if it works well or not. So go back. There we go. Close that. Let's close this. And then close this. And let's look at our 1 hour.
The guy said he's rich, let him buy his own dinner. I'm not coming up with any money. You're lucky to get your own supper, let alone run around trying to find a rich man to feed.
So this is an internal on the 1 hour. So price is moving back up.
If a guy's not doing well,
let's look at the 15-minute. Break a structure. Low. Break a structure on the internal. So this is the last internal. But the gaps on here are fucking nuts. So I'd rather do a 1 hour and do this and do that. And let me mark this little FEG right here, which is close for the 1 hour. And then the 1 hour. Okay. MNQ, high, low. Jeez. Look at the 15-minute. That's fucking stupid as shit. Okay. Fucking MNQ does not want to cooperate. That is okay with me, MNQ. Let me look at your 1 hour structure here at least, you fucking dumb fuck. Yeah, look at this massive FEG. We're just not gonna fucking... We're not gonna do anything there. Okay.
to walk. It's bound to start somewhere.
And then on the 15-minute, this was our last internal on the 15-minute. Now we got to start all over again, but we should look at the discount there.
See with your eyes. The other one is called insight. See with your mind.
Oh, come on. It's still going up.
See with your eyes, you'll see things. See with
Still
your
going up.
see answers. Put your eyes and your mind to work. And the best advice on developing
That was this. I'm just gonna look at the 1 hour quick. Thanks. Our first internal, by the way, on the 1 hour. 1 hour first internal. Let's look at our 15-minute structure. This is a break of structure towards the top. And since this is our last break of structure to the internal top, we are going to take a look right here.
Okay, number 1 was find out how things work. Here's number 2. Go to work. If there's
Let's see.
over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. What could you make yourself do starting tomorrow that would change it all? No.
Well,
Now see, that's exciting.
let's look at the 15-minute. And we need to see SMT inside of this area.
Start with the little disciplines. Get excited over the little disciplines. And get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges
SMT.
take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do. Get right on those. Discipline yourself
Equal lows.
for the results and for the muscle and for the practice.
Huh? SMT?
Life hands you some big challenges. You'll be ready. You'll have the muscle.
No SMT.
You can't handle the small ones. You can't take care of the big ones.
Okay, so price keeps going down. Perfect. Let's look at our 15-minute chart.
Key phrase, self-motivation.
Keep going.
It's really the only kind there is.
Keep going.
Yourself. And you don't want to give self-motivation away to somebody else and make it somebody else motivating you. The guy says,
Okay.
boy, if somebody just come by and turn me on.
So since this is the last 15 right here,
See, you got to have a better plan for your
I need it. Okay. There's an FEG right here that it tagged into.
on what you found out. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge.
15-minute.
Become a fool. Let your learning
And let's close this. And let's close this. Did we get any SMT there? Nope.
I know some people with a lot of money that are very
Oh, price push downs again. Let's look at our 15-minute. Damn!
and we'll wrap up personal development. Step number 3. It's just a little caution and all through life.
Okay, now let me close this. Time is this? 1300. Let me go back one. Let's look at our 1 hour. Let me close this.
Find out how it works, work it.
Let me close this. Let me tag this.
Start slicing it, shading it, thinning it, cutting corners, and looking for cheap
And then let me tag this right here as well too.
cheap life. Find out how it works best and
Which is our 1 hour.
even though it seems to take a little longer, do it right. Don't compromise with right. So if I had a
Now let's look at our 15-minute again.
just you and me. I think my personal advice to you would be, this year 1981, reach down inside of you.
Let's wait to see if we get any SMT down here.
Remarkable human gifts. They're there, waiting to be utilized. And then change anything for you you want to change. And I challenge you to do that because you can change.
Ooh. You know what? We got... We're in a discounted area. We got a market structure shift. We got an inverse on here. I wonder if we should take this inverse. Oh. Go down. Go down. Go down. Unless you made your key tomorrow. Change it all. Or change a little. Change some. Okay, now that we got that big move up, we won't be able to do it. But look at that. Yeah, reacted right off of that. And that was our only trade for the day, right there. That's it. That was our only trade for the day. Yep, that was it. That was our only trade for the day. So, no trade for Wednesday. No. Let's close this. Let's look at our 1 hour internal again. This is 8 o'clock. Let's close this. Do we have any kind of internal structure here? Yes, we do. Right here. This is our first internal structure right here on the 15 minute. 15 minute. Nice. 15 minute. Right here. Let's close this. Close this. So price is going up. Price is not breaking structure towards the top. Price is moving down. Price is moving down. Price is moving down. But what I want to see, I want to see this right here. Sorry, go back here a little bit. I almost forgot. This is our discounted 15-minute FVG. Let's look at the 1 minute. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we never got any SMT. So let's take a look again. Break structure towards the top for the internal. 15-minute internal. Close. Close. MNQ. Yep, right here. Our first 15-minute internal structure. What time is this? 10:45. Get a big reaction down. Technically, this is liquidity right here. No. Man. Okay. That is liquidity. And it's too bad I don't take fucking inversions. I'm not going to take that. I'm good. I am good. But UMES. Break structure towards the top. Okay. Price pushes up again. Big push down. Pushes up again. Big push down. Okay. Next one. Change in the state of delivery. Perfect. For the 15-minute structure. 15-minute internal. Cool. And in all reality, I'm going to pull up the 1 hour because we are still uptrending. So let me put down these FEGs over here that it's reacted to before, which is our 1 hour FEG. And then another 1 hour FEG. Because 1 hour internal is still going up. Let's look at our 15-minute. Price is going down. Price is going down. Price goes back up. What's MNQ doing? Price is going down for MNQ. So let's close that right there. Now let's look again. Price goes down. Price goes down again. Jeez. Now let's look at our 1 minute. Oh, SMT. We got SMT right there. In the 1 hour discounted area. SMT sell side. Let me look at the 15-minute structure again. So I'd have to go back a little bit, but I'm pretty sure we're in discount. So since this is, technically they're both in it, aren't they? What time is this? Oh yeah, I'm taking that bad boy. So I'm going to take it right here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for about 50%. This is our order block 2. Wait. I have a feeling price is going to go up. It is. But I want to see where it is on the discounted area. Oh yeah, that's well below the 50. Okay, so let's go back to the 15. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's take that trade at the 50%. So let's go for a buy. We are going to go for a limit. We're going to put it right here. We're going to do a buy. We're going to wait for price to tag us in. And that's too much money. So let's close that. Let's go back again. Then let's go for a buy limit. Let's do like 5. Limit. Buy. Right there. I'm going to put my stop loss. That's still too much. Go back. Close. Back. Let's go for a buy. Limit. 3. Put it about right here. Buy. Tags me in. Perfect. About 210 to about 420. So confirm that and see what happens. And price goes up and tags me out. So that is absolutely perfect. Oh my gosh, price is so much easier to follow when I take the internal structure inside of the fucking internal. Because look at this mess, man. Look what happens once we broke structure towards the top and a change of character. Look at all of this internal, because our original sell side is right up here. And our buy side is literally right down. Oh, sorry, our buy side is up here and our sell side is right down here. But you have so much internal structure happening. And this is absolutely perfect. Holy fuck. It's like I'm seeing it a little bit better because once I go off of the internal 1 hour for the 15-minute structure, it's like I can see price a little bit better. And I really don't know why. Holy fuck. So Thursday, that would have been a win. That's about 420. It's MES. Now let's see what Friday brings us. And then after this one, I'm probably going to get off. But I'm literally just testing this out because I need to see what the fuck is happening, man. And it looks like it's coming down to the 1 hour again. And it looks like on the 1 hour here, we just had, yeah, look at this. We had this right here. Let's go back here quick. And then let's click on M&Q. M&Q is doing the same. I wouldn't say it's a market structure shift, but it's a really big inversion is kind of what it is. But we can't count it because that little green candle is kind of right in the center of it. So let's see what the next one brings. Damn. So there we go. There we go. Let's look at MES. Okay, let's do MES instead. So let's close this. Close this. And then close this, and then close this. And we had a internal structure towards the bottom on the 1 hour. And as of right now, we really don't have anything. other than these discounted FVGs. So we don't have an FVG, we don't have an FVG, we don't have an FVG. The literally only FVG that we have is this one right over here. That's nuts. Which is about all the way up here. That's crazy. This is our 1 hour FVG. And then let's look at our 15-minute structure. High, not a low. Okay. Since on this one, we are still uptrending. Let's close this. Close this. Let's look at our 1 hour. So on this one here, we had a sweep. And this is a sweep. This is a change in the state of delivery towards the bottom for the 1 hour internal right there. Let us close this. Let's look at our 15-minute. Yeah, we're not really seeing anything right now. We could use the 1 hour FVGs if there's one. No 1 hour FVGs. We're literally going off of right here. Look at that. Break a structure towards the top. Break a structure towards the top. Yeah, look at this. Break a structure towards the top on internal. That's 15-minute internal on there. Not on here, unfortunately. So we're going to go off of M&Q today. And we just need an FVG is all we need, right? That's all we need. We just need a beautiful FVG. Okay, let me look at you. Nothing, nothing. Break above it, Dick. Sweeping above it. What about you? Did you break above it? No. Break above it. Well, here, hold on. We know price is going up, right? This is 1145. This is 1145. If we get SMT inside of this because we know price is moving up. And let me close this. Let me do this one right here. 15-minute FVG. We're going to go to the 1 minute. Do we have anything? Nope. Nope. Price does that. Price does that. And price comes down again. Beautiful. Price comes down again. And no SMT. That fucking sucks. And then price goes back up from that FVG again. Awesome. So now we have a break of structure towards the top again. So this is our internal on the 15-minute. Right. And then, let's see here quick. Technically, there is a gap right there. And then the next 15 minutes. Next 15 minutes. Next. I don't think we're going to get anything. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a single thing today. Oh, but you know what? On the 15-minute internal, look at that. We finally reached the 1 hour. Let me stop. Let me go back over here. Let me click on M&Q. I need to look at the 1 hour. There is a 1 hour FVG right here. 1 hour FVG. Let's look at our 1 minute. Clear SMT for sure. Now we just need a push down. There it is. And then a push up. And then a push up. Oh, that sucks. I don't think we're going to get that push up from that. it's gone. But as you can see, we had very clear SMT right here once it touched that 1 hour. And then, I don't know, price, I guess, tags at 50%. And then the overnight market just kind of pushes it up. So it's all right. Look at that. And just because we're going off of the 1 hour internal is what we're doing, which is kind of nutty. Nutty. Nutty buddy. Buddy nutty wuddy. Okay, that's enough. That is enough. So no. So if I would have taken internal, I would have won 2 trades that week instead of losing, holy fuck, 1, 2, 3, and then winning MES on Friday. What did I see on Friday on MES? Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, so let's take a sense I'm doing things a little bit differently here. I was going off of a 15-minute structure, so it kind of just didn't make any sense. And now that I'm looking at it like this, it's tough to look at it the other way now. So break a structure, break a structure, break a structure, changing the state of delivery, break a structure, break a structure, changing the state of delivery, push down, break of structure. That's what I'm saying. Break a structure right here, and it's still a continuation down. And this is just purely 15-minute chart right here. I'm only doing the 15-minute. So then technically this wouldn't have been our high. This would have been a discounted right here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, is because I'm still following the 15-minute structure going all the way through with the 1 hour instead of doing a 1 hour internal. So our 1 hour change in the stated break of structure towards the top, and then starting a new structure inside of that as well too. So that's what I'm doing differently now. Okay, well, nice, man. We'll see what... I need to go for a run. October 20th. I need to go for a run. I need to read as well, too. I need to go for a run and I need to read. Oh, man. Oh, and my body's so sore right now, too. Oh. But in all reality, I wouldn't be following this right here, this internal structure on the 1 hour. If price would literally just break this low or this high, I wouldn't be following this. And the reason why today's trade was so easy, and let me show you here quick, is obviously we have a change of character towards the bottom. And now we're following the 15-minute structure, right? So this is still a continuation down. This is our first high. This is our low. This is our break of structure towards the top. MNQ was doing something a little bit different. We actually got SMT inside of this discounted FVG, and price ended up moving down, which was beautiful. And now what I want to see is either break a change of character towards the bottom or break a structure for the 1 hour. Because it looks like we're not even creating our first low inside of this 1 hour, because this is just a high and this is just a high. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't follow that because we haven't swept the low and they're broke up. So we'll see what tomorrow brings for us. So as of right now, peace, guys. I will catch you guys next time.